You know, people don't want to wake up to your butt. You know that, right? Hey, get down. Come on. You're not getting the chocolate donut. Now get down. Such a brat. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, I know what we're doing. Okie dokie. Let me get these out. We're going to use this stuff today. Okay. And I need a piece of heavy card. Okay. Let's cut this down to some manageable size. Hello, Christine. How are you? All right. Good morning. Do one more just in case. And we'll punch some circles. All right. Punch some here. I just confused the Amy. She printed a label and I went in there to give it to her and she's like, aren't you supposed to be live? No, not live yet. She's like, you go live at 9. I'm like, no, I don't. I go live at 10. I just confused the Amy. Although it's not hard to do because she probably didn't get much sleep last night. If any. Okay, we got circles. Okay. Mushrooms, we're saving those because we're using them in things. Okay. But there are some things in here that I just don't, I don't care for. So. Or that are, we got little bits and pieces of it left. So that's what we're going to use today. Anything we have little bits of. or that we don't like. That's what we're going to use today. And I don't think there's really anything on there that's usable. Well, maybe the words. We could use the words. We'll take that. And we'll take that. And this. Doop. And that one. Let's get a little closer here. That one. And that. And that. And then we'll just take some words. All right. Get those two. You fit circle. They don't fit. See, they're got that bald spot at the top. I don't like that. Okay. All right. So we got words, 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 image, 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 image. Okay. Then I'm going to do some of these too because I have a whole more, you know, I have more pages of that are these. So I can do these too. Let me get a little closer here. And can't get any closer on that one, so I want to keep that, so we'll trim that out there real quick. We'll fussy cut it later. Hello, Janice. How are you? I'm sorry you're at the 4-letter word. I'm at the 4-letter word too. Okay. And we're going to need some of these. It's almost time to refill my jar. Yep, yep. Okay. That stuck to my finger. How horrible. Get me little scissors out. Okay. Yes, my dear.
Suppose if a new shipping label, or is it the same?
It's the same.
Okay. Not label, but address.
Nope. She's home now.
Okay. I just want to make sure. For some reason, I'm there ready to push the button. I'm like, is that her address?
Yeah, she had a different one for a while she was at work.
Okay.
but she's back home now. Uh-huh. All right. Clamp. Clamp. 2 clamps. Okay. 2 clamps to a thing, apparently. So, I thought we'd do some paper clips for the Edith Holden today. Come on. So, I don't usually carry like white blanks when I make these. I usually do like brown, like dark brown and black, but I usually don't do like white or cream. So, I had to make some. See, I do brown and black and gray. Those are like my 3 colors that I usually use. But this calls for, something a little more subtle. So subtle it is, which is not my strong suit. I'm actually doing a project that was requested by several people, and as I look at them, they're all very subtle, and there's really only, 2 ways to go at it. Subtle and oh my god. So I chose subtle. I got 5 hours of footage, and I'm lucky if I might be able to get a 30-minute video out of it. And so I just said, screw it, and I'm doing a whole new video because it just didn't work for me, Like I said, subtle is not my strong suit. More loud. Even when I was a kid. I was a horrible kid. Really was. My parents wanted a little girl so bad. I was just tomboy. They bought me dollies, and I didn't play with none of it. I went out in the backyard and took my mom's prized dog. She had an Irish setter that was a show dog. And she'd groom it and trim it and, do all that stuff to it. And then I'd take it out in the backyard and encourage it to dig me a hole so I could have a G.I. Joe battle in the hole. And then I'd blow them up with firecrackers that I wasn't supposed to have, that I had anyway, because I would steal them from my brother and his friends. I was a horrible child. Man, this is just... Ugh. This one's going to be a disaster. That was fun, though. That was fun. But yeah, I was a disaster. kid. My dad would, when my parents separated, my dad would come to visit. He'd bring me like baby dolls and stuffed animals. He'd bring my brother like Star Wars toys. And I would steal my brother's Star Wars toys. Take them in the backyard, put them in the hole, and blow them up. Yeah, I was a rotten kid. Rotten kid. My poor parents. Really should say my poor father, because my dad put up with some crap with me. I was truly a horrible child. But, you know, we grow up and become horrible adults.
I was just gonna say, and get ready to you, but I don't think you outgrew that phase.
Nope. I mean, I did outgrow some of it. No, I don't torment my brother anymore.
What happens?
I don't torment my brother anymore. You're right. I'd torment his ass relentlessly if I lived close. See, Christine gets me. Okay. Just, where did I put it? Down here. Hold on, I gotta go down in the basement. Hi guys, how you doing? Nice to see you. I got it. Okay. There we go. That's what I was looking for. There it is. Okay, I got it. It's a little dusty because I don't use this often, you know? All right, let me grab the thing. Okay, that'll work. All right. Yeah, I got in so much trouble when I was a kid. Bless my parents, because when I was a kid, I was horrible. Horrible, I tell you. That's not saying that my parents were saints, because they certainly weren't. But I don't think they deserved half the crap I gave them. Boy, my dad tried, though, I'll tell you. That man tried. He was constantly trying to get me to act like a girl. Be a little lady. No. Don't say those horrible words to me. I just didn't have it in me, you know? All right. We have a winner. Winner chicken dinner. Here we go. I am going to I'm going to use the hot glue, though. So let's get this heated up. Probably should have done that to begin with. Oh, it's dusty down there. I was a horrible kid. My parents tolerated me, though. And I have to say, my grandmother, that was a sainted woman right there. Because she wanted a granddaughter so bad. And I wanted to be out in the backyard roughing around with my grandfather's hunting dogs. And she wanted to teach me to sew and crochet and knit and, you know, all that stuff. And I wanted to tear things up in the yard. So, yeah. I was a horrible, horrible, horrible kid when it came to my grandparents. I'd get in my grandfather's shop and touch things I wasn't supposed to and play with things I wasn't allowed to. And I remember one time he caught me in there, and it was the only time my grandfather ever swat at me. And I was in his workshop. My grandfather had a big workshop, and I went in there, and all his power tools were like on switches on the wall, and I turned on the bandsaw. Now, you don't know what a bandsaw is. This is a giant machine that has a continuous saw blade that goes in a circle. And this was back in the 70s. There were no guards on any of this stuff, no anything. It was just this metal plate with this saw blade going down and a hole where it would, go through the plate. And I'm standing right there, and I turned it on, and my grandfather heard it, and he came running into the shop, and he grabbed me, and he cracked my behind. And he swatted me probably 3 times. And then he stopped, and he looked at me with this look on his face, and he said, "Go inside and tell your grandmother what you did." And I was bawling. Because I joke that I have my grandfather's hands, but I do. My grandfather had big hands. Big, heavy, thick hands. And, a working man's hands, calloused in the whole 9 yards. And I just bawling my eyes out, rubbing my butt, walked into the house. My grandmother took one look at me, and she said, "You go wait in my sewing room." And my grandmother went outside. She went into his workshop. One time I'd ever seen her go in there. And she went in there because my grandfather was in there bawling. Oh my God, he was crying. Just crying. And I heard the whole thing because her sewing room was right there, and I don't think she realized the window was open. But he was bawling. Just sobbing uncontrollably. I didn't mean to do it, but I heard the machine and I came in and she was there and I was scared and I scared the living crap out of my grandfather that day. Pretty sure that man thought I was going to saw my hand off. And from that day forward, he was in the shop, not in the shop, didn't matter. I knocked on that shop door. Grandma sent me out here. She said I had to come out and tell you it was time for dinner. I broke that man that day. I did. I totally broke that man that day. Then a few days later, like he avoided me for a couple of days. And my grandmother sent me out to the shop for something. She was time. I think she thought it was time we talked to each other. And I went out to the shop. I didn't even go in through the shop door. I went through the side door and I knocked on it. And I could see him at his desk from that side door. And all of the tools were, far, far away. Um, and I knocked on the door, opened the door really careful and slow. And I went, Grandpa. And he went, what? And I told him whatever it was my grandmother wanted. He was like, all right. He looked at me. He says, you all right? Uh-huh. We're never going to talk about this, right? No, Grandpa. You're never going to make me do it again? No, Grandpa. All right. Then we went back in the house. My grandmother went to bingo, and he made me a root beer float. So, all right. We're going to give this one a little background. I don't know what the heck we're going to put on it, but we're going to give it some background. And then we'll start to building. Let's see. That's kind of neat. I don't know what the heck that is, but I like it. It's got a lot of strings on it. Let's get rid of some of these. What should we put on this thing? Anybody got suggestions? I have these horrible flowers. We could do this. Blech. Aren't they horrible? Probably wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have all this crap on them. Really like this, but it's just not. It's not working. It's working for me, and I really like it. Okay, gotta go back in the bin. Maybe a flower. Let's see what a flower does. Let's see what a flower does for me. Nope, pure white. Let's get some color. I hate these things, you know? Why? These are hideous. Hideous, I say. Maybe I just don't like that. Get rid of that part. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. No. I really do suck at these. Just so we're all clear. It's not my cup of tea, you know? All right. I don't like that. That's not going. Let me see if I have. I know I have silver and gold. Let me see if I have any blue in here. I do. Maybe do some Angelina fiber. Nah. I think it's the background. I don't like the background. Let's do one with words. Yeah, words. Here we go. We'll do one with words. That'll help. Just not feeling that background at the moment. Maybe later. I think it's more Christmassy, you know? All right, words. All right. All right, we're committing to this. This part here, we're going to commit to this. This is the only thing we're committing to at the moment, but we are committing to this. There we go. We have committed. Oh, Pupper's up. I got that blue stuff in there whether I liked it or not. There we go. It's in there. Hi, baby. Oh, my baby's not even awake yet. He's making icky faces. He's making icky faces. I have one of these. Ugh. No, we've already done blue. Let's get a button. Let's get a button. It's got to be the right button. I like that one. Just checking. There might be another one that I like better. Here's a snowman. Maybe we could put him on that thing and that would make me feel better. Nope. Let's do that one. Why can I never get the button I want? No. Ooh. No. 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 There's this one. No. Too small. Ugly. I really like vintage buttons. I have like this huge collection. And I almost never use them. That's just sad. Uh-uh. No. Too much. Not enough. Over the top. Oh, help. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. I hate when these things get, you know, they leave the little string on them where they're chained together. All right, so I'm going to put that on there, but it needs something else. It needs... It needs something. No idea. Okay, I can live with that. All right. This is blue. Oh, I dropped my button. I dropped my button. Where'd my button go? It's not like the only one I have like that, but still, I dropped my button, damn it. Oh, seriously, where did it go? The floor ate my button. Okay, well, we'll find a new one. It was a yellow daisy, right? Okay, little yellow daisy. Ha! See, told you I had more. Just pulled two out. We need one. Just because it's pretty much the same color as the carpet. So. I'll get it later. Okay. Needs a thing in the middle. It needs a thing. What can I say? It needs a thing. I think it needs a green thing. There. Okay, I'm over those for now. CD storage, fabulous for storing your gems and jewels. Okay. Alrighty. That one. That one. That one. We're going to do some other ones, but just not this style. Eek. Let me put this away. Go away, buttons, till I need you again. We shall meet again, I swear we will. All right, let's see. Let me get this out of the way, because these are all over the place. All right. I don't know why we went so pastel, but we did. I'm going to unplug this hot glue gun and put it over here so I don't hot glue myself, because I do that frequently. I used to keep it hanging over here and I had it plugged in, you know, so that I could use it, just turn it on and use it. But then I figured out that I keep hitting it with my knee and turning it on, and then I burn myself. And that's no good. No good at all. All right. So I'm going to take these, put this one for the moment, put them over there. All right, so now I have these three. We'll let those completely set up. Get this out of the way. And where did it go? It was just here. I just had it. What did I do with it? Ha, here we go. Okay, so I have this. Which is another, you know, side pocket that we could put in there, but these are really flimsy. They're guest checks, and I like the idea of using the guest check, but they're really super flimsy. So I was thinking we may have to put a piece of paper in between two guest checks to get a nice thick tag. So I think I have to get out some guest checks and cut some more guest checks. Because these are a good size, but they're just so thin, you know? But they fit nice. I think we're going to have to do more guest checks. Hello, Vanessa. Hi, Candy. I forgot to put these buttons away. So, I need some guest checks. Where are my guest checks at? Where, lady? Seriously? How did I lose them? I just used them.
Call from Stacy. Call from Stacy.
All right. I have guest checks.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Okay. Let's get rid of that part. Excuse me. Look at this one. All right. Get rid of that. All right. So I think I cut these with a punch. Because that looks like a punch. Yeah. All right. So. Right, so we trimmed a little off the edge. We're going to trim these. All right. That part's gone. And then hello, Margaret. Okay, and then we got to take this part off over here. I'm doing that by hand because I don't want to get it, you know. And then here. Okay, so now let's see how big this is. This is two, just a hair under 2 1/4 by 3 7/8. So, ooh, that might be too thick once I put. Let's see. Nah, it'll be good tag. All right. All right, we said 3 7/8 for the length. And then let's see. Two and a smidge, which is not to be, you know, confused with 3 and a smidge. It's just under 2 1/4, I think. We're going to find out. All right, it's a little wide, but I can live with that because it's just a hair under 2 1/4. But I can trim later, you know, so I'm not real worried about it. Okay. So now I got to go grab the punch, which is right behind me. Yep. Yep. This be the one we used. All right. So now we're going to punch these. Right there. Okay. And then we're going to punch these. If I can get this to go in here. This is really heavy cardstock. All right, that's 1, 2. Come on, man, get it together. I'm giving it all it's got, Jim. I need more. Okay. 2. 1 more. Oh my goodness. See, it was a great idea when I started it, but not so much at the end. You know? All right, put that up there. We just want it just barely. Just barely. Okay. Get that out. And that. Take that off. We're going to trim one of these anyway. Oops. We got a little. We have a hanging Chad. Not to be confused with a hanging Steve. Oh, come on. I'm kidding. Okay. Hey, Zoe! Oh. You people in this work, what is this thing that you speak of? All right, so as you can see, we're going to trim all the way around, but I'm good with that. All right, so we're going to make little sandwiches. Guest check, cardstock, and a guest check. All right, so we're going to make little sandwiches. Here we go. The only reason I'm doing this is because these guest checks are very thin, and I'm using them as tags. And, you know, I like it when my tags are supported. All right, that's 1. Get it back. And I'm going to do it this way so that it still looks like a guest check. Somebody said to me that I do Strangers in the Night when I do this glue, but when I'm using a glue stick, I'm very angry. It's like Ballroom Blitz or something. I don't know. Somebody asked me if I was angry at the stick glue. Like, you're gluing very angrily. It's aggressive. All right. 1. We're down. We got 2 more to go. We'll finish this one off. And I have to do it this way. I mean, I'm probably going to get 4 people that are going to go, well, why didn't you just put it together and then punch? Because that punch won't cut through it. Not a chance in Hades. That is a very old Stampin' Up! Punch, and it has no oomph left in it at all. He's old and worn out like me. All right, one to go. One to go. One. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, half to go. So then we're just gonna trim these down and do the corner rounds. This one will be ready to go in the book. Okay. All right, back to number one. Let's get these corners rounded. And we'll trim the rest of it later. Nope, gonna have to trim it now. All right, trim. We're trimming. Stand back, I have scissors. All right, rounding corners. 1, 2. And then we'll re-ink the whole thing. All right, trimming first. Trimming here. Trimming here. All right, the back looks all right. Let's go ahead and round the corners. Oh, so I took the Amy to the Daiso yesterday. They did not have the things that she wanted. It's kind of like, you know, they have what they have when they have it kind of thing. They didn't have what she wanted. So that's kind of fun though, because it makes the store different every time we go. So I'm gonna have to take her back next week and see if they get them in. All right, that's 3. We got them done. Let me put this back in here, and then we can ink the crap out of these. All right. Mess, 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 mess. Okay, it goes over there. This. Hi, Harry. What? You can wait. No, you can wait. It's almost your time. Get out the way before I run you over with the chair. Okay. Let's ink some stuff. All right. Inking and inking and inking and inking and getting off chads and inking and inking and inking and inking, and we're going to ink the other side. Here. I kind of like the guess check because, it gives you lines to be able to write stuff on. Yep, I definitely have a new favorite ink. All right, I've inked. We all know how much I love inking. All right, put this away. Yeah. He's a rotten little cat, which makes him a perfect cat. Because he's rotten, but, he's a cat. Two, three. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So that's going in. I don't know if we're going to put it in 3 or 4, but let's take a look. All right. What do we got in here? So we have this one, this one, we have this double in here already, so we may want to put this in 4, So let's go look at 4. Maybe we'll start putting stuff in 4. Or we could check 1 and 2. Let's check 1 and 2 first, and then we'll look in 4. See where we're at. Yeah? Okay. Sounds good to me. Here we go. All right, so this is 1. All right, so we have these tags. We have, the paper clip I'd made yesterday. And no. Big pocket there, big pocket here. We could do it right here. Yeah, we could do it here. Should we do it like as a flip out, do you think? And put like a pocket on the back? Talk to me, people. I'm very confused. Should we just glue it down? Maybe make a big pocket out of it? Or should we make it a flip out and put a pocket on the back? I think we will leave it for another day. So we know it's in there. We'll work on it. All right, so we have 1, 2. We're working on 3. I think we're going to get started on 4 probably next week. And by the looks so far, we originally had planned for 5 to 6 signatures. And I think we might get 5. Possible. But we got to see what 4 is going to be looking like. Okay? Because we got some girth going. So we might get 4 in here, maybe 5. 6 is definitely going to be a no. All right? So we're working on 3. Let's start on 4 this week. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 back in the book. We will work on 4 this week. So we're going to need to make some step pockets, and some book page pockets, and things like that. You know, just general stuff that we can put in. And let's get these in. They don't have to be in their final place, but you know, let's put them in there. We'll use one right here to hold this so we know what we're going to do with it, you know, so we can, till we figure it out. Just till we figure it out, you know. Okay. That's 1. 2. This one's very blue. So it's going to be 2. Let's pop this one into 3 for the moment. Remember, not where they're going to stay, just where we're setting them. They'll move. Okay. But I don't want to lose them. All right, so we have 1, 2, and 3. We're going to be working on 4 next week, this coming week. So it's getting thick. You noticed that, huh? A little procrastination there. And I just said, nope, nope. I'm going to put that off to the side for now. Work on that later. Can't help myself. Okay. I'm going to unclip this one because this one is dry, ready to go. And I'm going to put these in the bin so we know where they're at when we look for them, because we will. We'll look for them. We'll go, didn't we make a whole bunch of them? And we'll go, yeah, I don't know where they went. Okay. So we're going to work on 4. Start working on 4. Really got to get stuff together here, because I have this, you know, project bin down here where I'm keeping like the paper and stuff, and I keep stacking it in the ephemera box. All right, we got that out of the way. Whew. So we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna let it go, and we'll come back to it. It's a thing. All right, so let's see. If you haven't gotten your project kit, they are now in the shop for our class, and there's, I think, 3 or 4 of them still available. And that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. I don't have any more. Because I would have to buy like a whole thing of file folders. And they're expensive. Those file folders were expensive. Okay. So, I do have a few videos to edit, so I'm going to get those done. So I'm going to get those done and get those in the listing and the lineup. So let's see. If you guys have anything that you want my take on, don't forget, send me the channel and the video that you saw it, and I will, definitely do that. Or, if you watch something and there's like no real tutorial for it, but you want a tutorial, let me know. And I'll look at the video and see, if I can do it. If I can, then I'll make you a tutorial for it. No problem. It's time to clean the desk. But that's it. I'm going to go and hang out with Hubbard for a little bit. He's cute. He gets lonely without me. But I'm going to go hang with the Hubbard for a little bit. So, if you're new here and you haven't chatted yet because you're in hold, I'm sorry. I have to do that in order to keep the bots out. So, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go and hit that subscribe button for me, like it, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and your friends can be my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. Before you know it, we have a giant crafting community. I go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 11, 12, and 1, 8 o'clock over in Hawaii. And I post videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and whenever I feel like it. I'm currently running a 12 of 22 journal challenge. If you want information on that, there is a link in the description box below. Just click on the link. It takes you to a really great little slideshow, shows you everything you need to know. And I'm also running free classes in 2022. And the way that you get information on those is when you ring that bell, make sure you mark the all, and then you will be notified when those classes are downloaded. And on the day that they're downloaded, and only on the day that they're downloaded, I go live that afternoon in order to kind of walk you through anything that may be confusing. So if you've never made a journal, or you maybe are an experienced journal maker, but you just want to brush up on some of those basic skills, that's the place to hang out. Until I see you guys again, stay well. Bye-bye.